Welcome, Pisces, to your Astrodice reading for September. I hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, everybody. And anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, if you like this, please like and subscribe. For those of you who are new, this is where we take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Best message for Pisces, please. We have Mercury coming in with the third house with Pisces energy. Love that. Okay, so having that Mercury coming in, it's talking about how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. And how is it going to be done? It is going to be done your own style over here with your own energy. The energy is wistful, endless, loving, compassionate, forgiving, and it confuses and softens to resolve. So loving that. Going to use your own energy this month. Really be the boss over here. Love that. In the third house. I'm talking about that third house. Of course, there's 12 houses, but we're just talking about this third house, right? This is one of the most important houses right now this month for you. And this is your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. So we're talking about that. It's also talking about the way you communicate, think, and learn, siblings and neighbors. And you're talking about that communication. Nice. So getting some cards out over here. So getting over here to the beginning of the month for you guys. Let's see what's going on in the beginning of the month. Talking about this third house and how you're communicating with your neighbors, your siblings. Could be co-workers as well. Okay, or needing to learn something maybe about them. Okay. Beginning of the month, please, for Pisces. Going underneath that Mercury. Talking about that communication with some King of Swords coming out. Wow. Talk about that communication, knowing what you know. It's like you're going to be in the all-knowing this month, saying, I know what is going on. No one's going to tell you this month, Pisces, what you know and what you don't know. And you're going to be communicating with it. Swords are great communication, so definitely knowing. And knowing exactly what to say and how to communicate that, right? Yeah, so, and if you want to travel, you know you want to travel, right? Just bringing that in, knowing exactly where you're going to go. Going over here to, give me the Pisces in the third house. Back to back. Knowing that you, for some of you, you know you're not going to be traveling. Maybe, yeah, I'm not going on vacation. I'm not traveling, and I know I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm staying put because I'm holding tight, and it could be because you're holding tight to money over here. But you also, with the Page of Wands, it's almost like I also communicate that I do not want this traveler here. Wow. So think it could be another way as well. Talking about, you know, because we're talking about that learning, right? So I've learned I'm not going to be traveling anywhere. I need to stay put. I need to take control, you know, of my money, my finances, and get to work and do the things I need to do with the Pentacles over here for others of you. And it could be 2 in 1, my friends. You're saying, I know I'm not going to be allowing you to come to see me or take any kind of control. I'm not going to allow you in. Wow. So let's, wow, guys. So there's all kinds of things going over here with this Page of Wands. There's like so many things that could be going on, right? But it's being in the knowing, right? And it could be also because you know that they're lazy, right? You might have someone around you. It could be an Aries or a Sagittarius, and you're like, I know you're lazy and you want some, but you want to take control. Or I know you're lazy and I want to take the control. Take it how it resonates, guys, because there's a lot going on right here that really seems like I don't want you traveling towards me. Maybe you don't want them around because they're lazy. Maybe you have to take all the control because they're lazy. Oh, wow. Okay. So being that it's a horoscope, it's literally saying that there is, you know, this piece over here to where I'm definitely understanding that this is not going to be happening. Okay. So take that how it resonates. And like I said, for some of you, could be saying it was all of the above, right? None of that's going to be happening. And they are lazy, right? Okay, so let's clarify on the king over here. King of Swords is because of could be a love situation. I know love. I know where my love stands. I know my blessings. I know who I am and what I'm doing with the lovers over here, because the lovers are saying, I know my blessings. I'm grateful for what I have. I don't need you interfering. This is really what this feels like. Is I don't need you interfering, right? Because you're lazy. You don't want to do what you're doing. So I have to take control. But I know where I stand this month. So in the very beginning of the month, you definitely know where you're standing when it comes to passion and passionate ideas and passions of the third house. And you just feels like the learning pretty much is the more that you keep watching this person, the more you're like, I'm going to take all the control over here, you know, and I'm holding tight. Maybe they're trying to get you to travel and you're like, we don't have the resources yet. I'm not listening to what you're saying. Clarifying on the Page of Wands. It's like you know where your achievements stand, guys. You know, it's just the same thing over and over. You know where your achievements are. You're going to be making a lot of money. You've learned how to make this money, how to take the control. And you've also learned, and it feels like over here, this person, you know, maybe they're lazy. They're not, you know, maybe they do have some resources as well. Wow. It could even be that they're lazy, but they're making resources. They have resources. They have money. Maybe they get government money or something, but they don't want to share. They want you to this, wow, whoa. Okay, for some of you, do you know that this person makes money, even though they're lazy, but they make some kind of government resources, but they're not sharing. They're not sharing in the bills. So you're saying, no, that's why we're not traveling. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. I'm taking the control because you don't participate in giving anything back. Wow. Take that, how that resonates. Because for some of you, it looks like they actually have some resources. And you know that they do, but they don't want to share in the bills. They don't want to share in anything. They want you to pan it out in the beginning of the month. Oh, Pisces, you have all the money. Yeah, you have money too. So it could be a brother or a sister who wants to go out and do something with you, but they want you to pay for everything. So what you're learning is, I think, you know, maybe they're snobby, maybe they're lazy. More than anything, it looks like maybe they're a little penny pinching, right? For a lot of you. So it might even be the coworkers, like, we're going to go out, and you're like, are we going to Dutch over here? You're going to pay for half. And they're like, no, Pisces, you make all the money. I didn't want to, I'm not going to spend all my money. And you know this, so you're like, I'm not doing that again. Okay, getting straight to the mid-month. So be careful of that, because it could just be a penny pincher. In the middle of the month with your third house, look at that. There's that 10 of Pentacles upside down and the 10 of Cups upside down too. It feels like you have the harmony over here. You have the connections. You have the talk. You have all the things that you still need coming up over here. And it's saying your communication is very harmonious and very peaceful. So it does feel like with the 10 of Pentacles over here in the third house, the way that they're acting, and definitely could be a brother, sister, remember, or a coworker, something of this nature. And it just feels like they're really not participating even in the mid-month. They're kind of making things a little rough for you. And maybe, you know, you feel, be careful though too, because if you're gambling, I'm just going to bring that up. If you're gambling, you could lose a little bit of money, or maybe they're gambling and they lose some money and they want to bring those burdens to you. Wow. Hey, was it that they are holding on to all their money because they gamble too much? I don't know. Right? Everybody's situation is a little bit different, but also over here, it's, remember that you're also making a change within the third house in the way that your energy is going, right? It's almost like I'm not going to worry about what they're doing over here, because it does feel like you are connected to this other person no matter what. Maybe it is because it's a coworker or a brother or sister who's always there. But however it is, it's like you're not going to worry about whatever judgment comes to them, because you have this beautiful change coming to you about the way you're communicating. You're not going to allow them in to, you know, disrupt your harmony. Maybe they try to make you feel like the elephant in the room at the time, or in the office, however it is, but you're not going to allow that to happen, right? So maybe they also like to have a lot of attention. So with the Ten of Cups over here, it's just talking about the major disagreements that you're actually having within the third house with this person, and it feels like it's because they want to be the elephant in the room, so they also want to make these disagreements, and you're just saying, I'm feeling peaceful and harmonious. I'm not really worried about you right now. You might even be questioning more of a career move. Maybe this office is getting a little too crazy for you. This person's getting a little annoying. However it is, you don't see them working as hard as everybody else, but yet they want a lot of attention. So you might be even thinking about questioning a career move, you know, and saying, you know what, I kind of have doubts about actually doing so, but I am giving it some thought, right? I'm thinking over here. And this is how you think, communicate, write, and travel. So you could be definitely feeling like, you know what, I doubt that I'll be moving into a new career or a new office, but man, I really am starting to think that maybe I should, you know, because it's a little chaotic over here. And that's for some of you as well. So take that how it resonates. We've got two different kind of stories going on over here, which is about normal, right? I try to bring out as many as possible on purpose so that we can try to include as many people as possible. Okay. Yeah, because otherwise, if you don't keep your harmony and your peace, it's almost like they're just trying to, you know, keep you, maybe try to keep you out in the cold, maybe give you hurt feelings. It feels like maybe they're just out to kind of hurt your feelings. So you're saying, no, I'm going to keep those feelings out in the cold and reject them and neglect them with the harmony. So you're rejecting anything that they're doing towards you, saying, nah, I got my peace of mind, thanks, right? And yeah, because here it is, the Ten of Swords, because they're trying to Ten of Swords you. It's almost like they're trying to back you into a corner over here, Pisces, with all the stuff that they're trying to do. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to do it. So as more as they keep trying to back you into a corner of however it is, take it how it resonates, you're saying, I'm good. You're not going to affect me. And here it is, kind of juggling thoughts around, like I said, whether it's a new career move, maybe I need a new job, maybe it's I just need to kind of get away from you for a while. You're kind of, you know, acting a little selfish, you know, playing, you know, maybe playing a little games over here, however it is, but I don't need that, you know, I don't need that in my life. So you're really juggling kind of thoughts over here about what to do over here, Pisces, in the mid-month. In the end of the month, let's see what's going on at the end of the month. The third house is like you just keep learning. I think what you're kind of learning is, you know, what it's exactly what those things were really about them. And I think what it is too is like you've learned to be patient. You've learned, I know exactly what I want, exactly what I need to know. And I think you're also kind of learning their behavior even a little bit more, like, wow, I didn't realize that you were as selfish as I thought you were, you know, or that you really needed that much attention. And I think it's really coming out, you know, they're kind of, I guess what you'd say is they're kind of showing their true colors over here to Pisces. And you're like, wow, I may have known that you were, you know, like that, but man, since we've been really around each other, been really showing me. So you're manifesting over here with the Magician and really taking some action, the Queen of Cups, and then there's that Tower at the end of the month. But the Tower at the end of the month is not saying that you're actually taking action upon that moving from the neighborhood. It just feels like you're backing away. It's kind of like towards the end of the month in this, what you've learned over here, it's kind of like you're just, like I said, you're just kind of backing out, bailing out, kind of away from them, even more so than you had before. And maybe that's what it was as well. Either that, or maybe some of you are decided, you know what, I am going to put in this new resume and I am going to, or for a transfer or a new job, something of this nature. But it does feel like you could also be cold shouldering them and just completely, hey, you want to be the elephant in the room and you want to, you know, and then act like you want all this attention. I'm not going to give that to you. So it could just be that you're really cold shouldering them and, you know, kind of taking care of yourself at that time. Queen of Cups, it's like they're over emotional and overreacting. Man, I got 2 cards of overreacting over here. With the Queen of Cups upside down, that's definitely emotionally overreacting, you know, or just like super, super over emotional. And then you have the overreacting. So they could even be overreacting to something that makes you literally back up and say, I'm done. Because you're not going to take that. So you're taking the action that you need for yourself towards the end of the month. And this is where you really get power, real power back, right? And because you're really working towards your resourcefulness, you're not worried about the 3rd house at this time when it comes to this person, right? You have other people around you that can, you know, that you can hang out with, right? That have more potential. They have, you know, they initiate more better things for you. You know, they give you what you need. So with this person, it feels like you're going to give them kind of a breather right now. But you're in a real good place of maturity right now with this card. So I could just see you really backing away from this whole situation. Okay, Magician. Slow and persistent. Changing directions. Not dealing with their rose-colored glasses. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like the moon's upside down, and it's like, I don't even know if it's so much fabrications. Are they lying? However it is, but I really see with the moon upside down over here, it's kind of like rose-colored glasses over here. They think that they're doing one thing. They think they're awesome, however it is, but they've kind of shown you the true colors that, you know, you're not going to deal with that anymore. So this is just a persistent moving in the right direction and knowing where you're going. Like I said, you might even be starting to hang out with, you know, a Taurus instead, saying, you know, me and Taurus over here have other things to do. We're not going to deal with you over here. What do we have over here? Wow. Wow, we got all kinds of things going on over here. Could be another Cancer. Could be a Scorpio. Like I said before, it could also be an Aries, Sagittarius. But it's just showing that you're moving away in a different direction from them, because now they're really acting out and really overacting. So you're going to go out and not pay attention to them, and you're going to get your 3 of Cups with your Queen of Wands over here. Yeah. Just getting creative and doing things for yourself over here. And it does show that you might have a befalling of a friend at this time, your brother and your sister, or whoever this 3rd house person is, the local neighborhood. It does show that there is, you know, they might want to, you know, they're just going to be very upset about the situation. You might feel like it was befalling of a coworker and you guys can't really get along anymore. Could be you and your sibling, you know, or your neighbor not getting along as well as you would like to, and just feeling like now you're kind of in separate corners over here. They may kind of see you as an enemy at this time for some of you. And for others of you, it's just like, I've cut all the ties, and it's kind of just the befalling of that person, meaning I've cut the ties to them. So, and it doesn't mean it's forever. It could just be for the time being. If it's your brother or your sister or something, you probably, you know, you'll come back together later, right? Right? You know how that is, the sibling rivalry thing. You know, I just don't want to deal with you, you know, type of energy this month. I can't. I'm moving persistently in my own potentials, my own job. I have my own things to do, my own family to do, and this is just too much. And if it's a coworker, yeah, I'm just cutting the ties. We're not hanging out anymore, right? Okay, guys. And that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.